Hey gamers, welcome back to Uncharted 3. This is chapter 13, a fairly quick chapter, and there are 3 treasures that we're going to pick up in this chapter. There's not too much combat. It kind of is a pretty straightforward chapter to get through, but I was kind of be talking about as I'm wont to do, my experience through it. I was actually surprised because when I went back and looked at the recording for this, most of my videos have to be, or most of the chapters at this point have to be broken up into several parts. So I was actually surprised that I was able to get through this chapter fairly quickly, which is not something I will say for the next two. The next two, the cruise ship is the most cinematic, but it's also the most frustrating chapter I had to experience in this game. So on this back right side, you're going to pick up treasure number 67. There's really only one guard. I kind of worry and figure I don't want to set off any alarms or anything, so I go through it a little longer than I should, but you're going to want to swing around. Well, you don't have to go that way, but swing around to the back here. And there's one guard close to where you're supposed to go. When I kind of look at that section, there's a guard over there, but before you go take him out, you see that yellow container, shipping container. You're going to go inside there and pick up treasure number 68. And there's one more treasure in this chapter. There's 68 right there. And then you can barely see that guard out in the distance. Go ahead and take him out. Couldn't even pick up his gun. That's okay. Now I thought the treasure was here, but actually it's on the other side of this, and pick up this treasure, and that's number 69. Now you're gonna want to go up this ramp, or at least I thought you did. Turns out you actually want to lower the ramp. And then you're gonna want to go on the ramp, but they shoot it out. Now you have a bit of a shootout. A couple of enemies that are going to show up here, not too many. I think this is my first time using this weapon for this chapter, or at least in general. I want to say it's my first time, but I couldn't remember. It's definitely a gun you see used, that you're going to use a lot of, because I'm pretty sure I get the trophy for getting 30 kills with this weapon. Yes, I know I have to go there. I don't want to die. Is that so hard to understand? Alright.
Don't leave without me, boys.
Jeez. Naturally, Nathan has to survive that.
Can't let you boys leave me behind.
Now, even though I make the jump, unfortunately he just falls through, which is kind of annoying, but thankfully the checkpoint is right there. They do it. Oops. I think my mic cut off a little bit there, but yeah, they do a pretty good job of having Yeah, so this is a pretty close quarters section. If you can take advantage of the pistole, actually surprised. Okay, that was some weird dance that he did, but I try to take advantage of like CQC weapons, like the pistole or the sawed-off shotgun. I think it's a lot easier to survive this section if you have that. Yeah, I try to just get to these enemies, or I try to wait for the enemies to come to me, but for some reason they just were not willing. But it doesn't really matter, because then the boat catches on fire, and I say, okay, let me just go to the other one, I guess, if I can. Barely make it through that one. You see there why I recommend having those CQC weapons. Now you see that shining RPG in the corner? I totally miss out on that, and I spent like a good minute trying to figure out like, okay, what the hell am I supposed to do? And you see this boat on the left that's firing at me, so I think, okay, well, I have to take that other boat down, or I have to take out the guy who's shooting. My first thought was, okay, I have to take out this guy who's firing the rockets at me. And I'm like, well, I can't shoot at him, so I end up wasting a lot of bullets on him. And I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do? And it took me a while to figure out that, oh, you have to go get the rocket launcher and just shoot at them. By the time I figured that out, they end up killing me, so you'll see here I struggle a little bit with that. Because I want to say in this, or actually this was back in Uncharted 2, there was a scene where you get a sniper rifle and there are guys firing rockets at you, but if you snipe one of the guys, he fires a rocket inside the building and it kind of blows the building up. So, yeah, see, there I figure out, oh, there's a rocket, okay, I guess I have to use that. But then they end up killing me, so I just have to do it again. So yeah, that's what I thought initially at the time, but yeah, like I said, I figure it out, just use the rocket, blow them up. And that's pretty much the end of the chapter. Alright guys, I will see you in chapter 14. Again, I appreciate all your feedback, I appreciate all the comments. And hit that subscribe button if you want to keep I want to stay up to date with my videos. Until then, stay beautiful.